I'm here with the Ephemeral Babes, both competitors in the original Enjoy Cup tournament, now competing as a tag team. How are you feeling going into this tournament?
I would say very stoked, very excited, very pumped, as I do walking into every tournament. But today, I got my number one babe at my side, Miss Edith Surreal. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so good. I just cannot wait to put so many different shades of colors in there. I want to put some magenta out there, and we're going to put some lavender. We're going to put some fuchsia. We're not going to deal with any pink today, no matter how petty it may be.
I think you're pretty set. I feel really good about it, guys.
Me too.
Ephemeral Babes. I'm here with Petty and Pink before their first round matchup against the Ephemeral Babes. And Willow, Nightingale, and Edith Surreal are really cornerstones here at Enjoy Wrestling. So how are you feeling going into this first round matchup?
Cornerstones, honey. Are you kidding me? How are we feeling? We'll tell you how we're feeling. They may be originals, but guess what? The Hex was an NWA original. And my tag team partner, Kenzie Paige, took them out. And she is now the NWA World Tag Team Champion. She is the new South Champion. We are the standard of tag teams in the South. So let me tell you something, Edith Surreal and Willow Nightingale, all the success that you've had up until this point has led you to a defeat. Because Petty and Pink will be the first ever Enjoy Tag Team Cup champions.
Period.
Did you get that?
Did you?
I did.
Did ya?
I did, thank you.
Good.
Welcome everyone to historic Mr. Smalls Theater, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where it's our second installment of the Enjoy Wrestling Tag Team Cup. My name is Joe Dombrowski, joined by Veda Scott. In this broadcast, our first round continues as Petty and Pink, Dillon, McQueen, and Kenzie Paige take on the Ephemeral Babe, Willow Nightingale, and Edith Surreal. But Veda, that's not all.
We will know exactly who will be the final team progressing in the tournament when the production take on the Kings of the District. But let's not waste any more time. I'm sending it back to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Tag Team Enjoy Cup Tournament.
NWENG. More money, I want your money. I want more money, I want your money. More money, I want your money. I want more money, I want your money.
Well, now there's a first impression.
And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. 'Cause I do this shit, I was a hawk. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. 'Cause I do this shit, I was a hawk. More money, I want your
Well, first impression is right because making their tag team and also their Enjoy Wrestling debut period, it's Petty and Pink.
Yeah, I know Petty and Pink have amassed a big reputation, mostly in the southern
He
states.
is your dad's favorite wrestler, the Daddy, Dillon McQueen. And she is the NWA Tag Team Champion, Kenzie. Hey, they are Petty and Pink.
Kylie Alexa accompanying Petty and Pink out here. Kenzie Paige is one half of the NWA Women's World Tag Team Champions. Dillon McQueen, I've been a big fan of watching, not just because of that entrance, but also because he has truly become a student of the game. He has studied under the likes of Dr. Tom Pritchard in Knoxville, the Nightmare Factory in QT Marshall, and Dillon McQueen has had some health issues lately, and it's been very touch and go for him for quite some time. He actually lost the ability to walk for some time, Veda.
Yeah, this is actually his return to the ring in a full match competition, and that the title belt that Kenzie Paige is holding, that is that NWA World Women's Tag Championship. But she and Dillon McQueen, they have had tag gold before, and now you can hear the ovation for their opponents. Two massive fan favorites, not just here at Enjoy, but in pro wrestling all over the world. But, and this might shock you listeners, they have never teamed before. This is their first time tag team outing.
And it's really something unique in this field.
They are the toughest and cutest babes you've ever seen. The Ephemeral babes, Edith Surreal and Willow Nightingale.
Edith Surreal and Willow Nightingale are the only tag team in this field that have no experience together as a tandem, but certainly Veda, anybody that knows them knows they've had a blossoming friendship for many, many months.
Yes, and so they have a history together, both in the ring and, in real life as friends, and that can help a lot with tag team cohesiveness. But, and I say this as huge fans of both of them, personally and professionally, there truly is nothing like tagging with a partner who you've driven the miles with, you've put the work in with them, and Kenzie Paige and Dillon McQueen, that is exactly what they have done. So as phenomenal as Edith Surreal and Willow Nightingale are individually, they just don't have that tag team experience, and I hate to say that.
Dillon McQueen's got an attitude, doesn't he? Running his mouth, full of sass, full of attitude, full of disrespect.
As you said, Joe, Dillon McQueen, he was forced to take a few months out of wrestling. It was not his choice at all. It was a health crisis. We are happy to see him back, but he is ready to go.
You think Dr. Tom taught him that entrance? Well, never mind. Kenzie Paige going to start things out. Kenzie Paige, I believe, has been wrestling 5 years now, I believe. Kenzie started when she was just 18 years of age. I mean, the earliest you can start legally in many states. But Edith Surreal, many people call Edith and Willow the embodiment of what Enjoy Wrestling has become over the past several months.
Edith truly is the keystone of Enjoy. It just wouldn't be the same without her. Her presence and just her talent shines through, which is why she absolutely needed to be part of a tag tournament like this. And recruiting Willow Nightingale as a partner, it just makes sense. And right now, I'm trying to make sense of whatever is happening with Dillon McQueen. Is he all right?
An intimidation? Is that a spasm?
Oh, he's okay.
I don't know if he's quite okay because something's pissing him off, and luckily it's not us. But one thing I do love about Edith Surreal, and we've seen, and I've followed her career even back before Enjoy. It's a constant evolution with Edith. Every time we see her, it feels like she gets better. She gets a new move or a new hold to her arsenal, and that picture just continues to evolve and progress itself as we move forward. And Dillon McQueen not having things start out the way he expected in the Enjoy debut of Petty and Pink. He was being choked. Apparently he's not into that. If anybody wants to make a mental note at home.
All right, Edith now going behind. Edith Surreal very, very comfortable on the technical end of the spectrum.
I mean, a submission specialist, and I know with, check out the single leg pick, trying to take McQueen off his vertical base, and does so. I mean, knowing of Edith Surreal's beginnings in this sport and how well-rounded some of her trainers were, we're talking about catch wrestling, European wrestling, Japanese style, lucha libre style, traditional American style. I don't know if there's anything that Edith Surreal can't do.
McQueen coming in hot and got caught again.
I'll never forget Veda watching at home that hair versus mask match with Ziggy Haim.
Surreal got that lotus lock cinched in, the strength in those long legs makes Edith so dangerous.
Strength, that dexterity, be able to bend around the back of the neck. The neck is crimped, the shoulders are being stretched backwards. McQueen bridges back, that's the counter, but only 2. But we've seen Surreal have her issues with Ziggy Haim. We've seen Willow Nightingale have a big victory over Derrick Dillinger once upon a time. So history with the production will keep that in mind as this tournament progresses on. But right now, it's Edith Surreal and step over toe hold into the head scissors. I love this.
Well, you're right. I mean, it's going pretty well for the Ephemeral Babes right now. And if they're able to progress to the final, there is a chance that they might meet up with the production once again.
And McQueen is desperately reaching for the rope, and he got it, but, man, you know, anybody that's followed Edith Surreal knows that, you know, she's always been compared to works of art, and those holds are such an artistic expression of what professional wrestling truly is. A living embodiment of the art of our sport as Willow Nightingale, tagged in, drops down, and gets a near fall. Love the ovation. Willow Nightingale just combines that positive energy, that bubbly attitude, but the ability to kick so much ass unlike anybody else I've ever seen.
And it's been a little while since we saw Willow and enjoy it with season 2. Again, that match with Derrick Dillinger that you talked about. Now, and Kenzie Paige was attempting to assist her partner, and instead
Tilla dropped right on top of Kenzie Paige's knees. They both got the worst of it. You know, we talk about Willow's history and enjoy. She's also gone one-on-one with MV Young. That shows you she's got no fear. She'll take on the best. Look at that bridge of the fisherman suplex, but not enough.
Kenzie Paige still in it. Again, Kenzie, although she is making her Enjoy debut, she is a seasoned competitor.
Yep.
Current tag champion, former tag champion with Dillon McQueen.
Yep.
These two have held gold before.
New South Pro Wrestling. They've made their mark as Edith on top with a cover for only a count of 1 that time. There's some veteran instincts of Kenzie Paige to get off of her shoulders as quickly as possible. But there you see, once again, it's art come to life as Edith Surreal with another scintillating, beautiful submission hold that just puts Kenzie Paige in so much agony.
Yeah, just grinding down on Kenzie. And the crowd here at Mr. Smalls is encouraging Kenzie Paige to just tap out. But Paige with a handful of ponytail, and McQueen tagged back in.
Who never shuts up? And Edith Surreal's hurt enough. We've already seen an upset here in the opening round. Wait a minute.
Oh! Kenzie Paige just pulled the bow out of Edith's hair, and then a chop block by McQueen. Oh, wait, that wasn't even Kenzie.
That was Kylie.
There's too many people here at ringside. And Penny and Pink, along with Kylie, they're just working in cohesion here.
And boy, are they living up to that namesake or what? Mocking Edith by calling out her name, wrenching that knee is McQueen. And into the cover. You know, McQueen has incredible fundamentals. I said student of the game. He studied under so many greats, so many legends with decades and decades of experience. And you see this submission hold in. McQueen was bridging up to apply more pressure. Almost has those legs figure forward. And if Edith Surreal doesn't have her legs under her, she's not going to be able to pull off a lot of those submission moves.
And she was reaching for Willow. Willow's too far, so now Edith is just kicking at Dillon McQueen to try to break this hold.
And no signs of the injury that we spoke about from Dillon McQueen, who had a herniated disc and nerve damage, and broken bone in his hip. He had a lot of problems, and if you follow him on social media, you may have seen his journey and just relearning how to walk, let alone compete again. But I'm happy to see Dillon McQueen here, attitude or not. But could be a double team from Petty and Pink. Oh, right to that knee that McQueen had softened up, Kenzie into the cover, but a near fall. What would it mean, Veda, if the embodiment of Enjoy Wrestling is knocked out in the first round by a debuting team?
Well, it's really the same level of heartbreak that we had when Bussy was knocked out last week. I mean, these are not just favorites in terms of their abilities, but just the fan favorites. And now, Petty and Pink double teaming again. Well, about to keep an eye on Kylie out there. I don't trust what she's doing. Still got the bow like a trophy.
Do you think that loss would have an extra heart-wrenching effect on these fans, knowing that even though we all know Bussy, this was their Enjoy Tag Team debut?
Oh.
We've watched Willow and Edith kind of develop and prosper in front of our eyes. And there's the knee targeted yet again.
Kenzie tagged in.
You gotta ask yourself, how long before the human body gives out? We know the will is there, the heart is there, the morale is there, especially with Willow cheering on Edith Surreal, but that knee withstood a lot of damage, and Edith fighting with everything she has, but again, one shot to the knee shuts things down.
And then dragging Edith back in. Oh! Again down by the hair.
Man, that was close. That was a long 2 count by our official, and we were, a quarter of a second away from making history?
And Willow is doing her best to rally the fans here at Mr. Smalls from the apron, but if Edith doesn't make a tag soon, I don't see how they can win this one.
Willow has that infectious energy, that positive attitude, but there's only so much you can do from the corner. Edith with the good leg. A defensive counter. Into a roll-up.
Oh, and blasting Kenzie Paige.
Edith is trying to use the momentum to get herself out of harm's way. She's getting hit from all sides. Oh. Again, we apologize for Dylan's remarks.
Oh, Edith again rolling through.
Into the tag. Dillon kicked out, but he had no idea it was right into Willow Nightingale.
And Kenzie Paige is out of luck again on the corner.
Oh. And the tide is turned for the Ephemeral Babes.
Here comes Kenzie.
Ouch. Right to the side of the head.
Willow cartwheeling through. Bounce!
Period. Willow gets in motion and has such intensity and such speed, she barrels through Kenzie Paige. And the thrust kick may have knocked out Dillon McQueen. Is this enough? No! Man, what a story it would be. Nearly the best of friends since the beginning of Enjoy. First-time partners. Could we see the Ephemeral Babes make it to the finals?
Dillon McQueen up on the shoulders. It looked like they were going for some sort of double team, and Edith got pulled off the apron by Kenzie.
There's that tag team experience. Oh! They train together, they've teamed together. Petty and Pink think as one and stack up on Willow, but...
Whoa! Still not enough.
Petty and Pink are in shock. There wasn't a lot of luster in that kick out by Willow, but there was enough. And McQueen resorting to choking, and Willow just fighting to survive right now. Concerned look on the face of Kylie on the outside as Kenzie Paige and Willow Nightingale continue to battle it out to gain a spot in the final 4-way matchup for the Enjoy Tag Team Cup.
What a slap!
Dillon's had that coming in for quite some time.
Kenzie Paige firing back.
Oh, man. All impact. I don't know if I've ever seen a human being hit the ground that hard.
And now Edith is legal.
McQueen again going for the throat. Check out the power.
Queen back on the apron. A drop kick into a DVD.
There's the cover. Yeah! Great teamwork. The former still life with apricots and pears hits what she called fruit by the foot. That drop kick into the deck down driver.
Your winners, the Ephemeral Babes.
And what could be the Cinderella story of the season, a first-time tag team have made it to the Final Four.
And listen, I'm celebrating as much as anyone, but I hate to point out, Edith Surreal is, well, she's really favoring that leg that Dillon McQueen in particular was going to work on during that match. And again, I'm very excited for them to move on to the finals in just 2 weeks, but I hope that's long enough for Edith to do what she needs to do and that leg doesn't look good, Joe.
Well, certainly the damage was done. Edith is not leaving on her own power, but it was that perfect combination of technique and power that brings this first-time team into the finals coming up as Enjoy rolls on.
And after the break, we have one more match. The finals will be set when the production take on Kings of the District.
I'm here with Kings of the District ahead of their first round matchup here at the Enjoy Cup Tag Team Tournament. How are you feeling going into this matchup?
Hey, look, last time the Kings were here, we fell to Violence is Forever, the final bosses of independent tag team wrestling. And look, we put up a valiant effort, but tonight our luck changes. The Kings have not held tag team gold in 2 years. And what are Kings without their treasures? Tell them, yo.
I have something every single time I wrestle as a tag that I don't have anywhere else. Family. This is my sister, and every single time that we wrestle, we know that we have each other's backs. You have the Ephemeral Babes, you have the production, you have Petty and Pink, you have Bussy, you have more tag teams than you can shake a stick at, and still, each and every one of them will fall down, cause it's always Kings up. Thanks, Jim.
Hey, no problem. Good luck tonight.
Want to send out a special shout out and thank you to all the sponsors that have helped bring you the Enjoy Cup, this broadcast. Let's read them down for you now. Chantel's Cheese Shop. How about Leona's Ice Cream? Spirit Bar and Restaurant. Grit and Glitter Podcast. Maud's Paper Wing Gallery. Marveling at Marvel's Podcast. Manda Micro at twitch.tv/Manda_Micro. Fungus Books, and of course, Lemon Tree Pittsburgh, all have played a big part in bringing you the Enjoy Cup.
And of course, to all of our supporters, thank you so much. We couldn't do this without any of you.
And what would Enjoy Wrestling be without merch? We've got shirts, hoodies, and you can never have enough of those tote bags. Enjoy-wrestling.com right now to wear the brand proudly that you watch each and every week here on YouTube.
I'm here with the production before their first round matchup against Kings of the District.
Hold the mic a little bit closer to my mouth so I can speak. It doesn't matter who we are wrestling. First round, the production makes our tag team debut. It's going to be the blockbuster of the summer. No, scratch that. It's going to be the biggest slasher in Pittsburgh history because we and Big Zig are the Steel City Slashers. And it doesn't matter who we wrestle, we are going to destroy them, annihilate them, and kill them.
Come on, let Big Zig say something. Listen, Enjoy, you've seen me and you've seen Derrick, but you haven't seen the production together. Us taking on whoever we want, whenever we want, and that is a different force than you will ever come across.
Thanks. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
team that seems to always be surrounded by a dark, seedy plot. Grindhouse-like in nature, Derrick, Dillinger, and Ziggy Haim. Uncouth, unconventional, but man, are they dangerous.
Well, and we mentioned earlier the history of the production and Edith, Surreal, and Willow Nightingale, and now, well, we are just really a 3 count away from seeing those two teams collide again in the finals of the Enjoy Wrestling Tag Team Cup Tournament.
Certainly we think about the runway, we think about violence is forever. Part of that field, the production, have a reputation all their own, but as a team, relatively new here to Enjoy Wrestling. Look out.
From the DMV, he is the referee, Eel O'Neal. She is the submission sniper, Jordan Blade. They are Kings of the District.
What an explosive entrance for Kings of the District, Eel O'Neal and Jordan Blade. We have seen them a number of times before as well here in Enjoy. Their defeat over Yokai, I believe Yoya and Janai Kai. We saw them in the Enjoy Odyssey, but we've also seen them meet Violence is Forever in the past on the losing end. A victory here could lead to an attempt at redemption if they make it to the finals.
Yes, as we said, we already know that Violence is Forever is in the Enjoy Cup Finals. So truly at this point, no matter which team wins this particular match, there will be going on to potentially face some of their rivals in the finals. So the finals are already just bubbling over with potential animosity.
A lot of bad blood existing, and it all centers around that Enjoy Cup that was forcibly thrust in front of us by Derrick Dillinger a few moments ago. What's Derrick got against you, buddy?
I don't know, he's very loud. He frequently yells at me.
What did you do? Is Derrick jealous of you? Is that what it is?
Well, and speaking of people who are clearly jealous of me, I will point out that the Enjoy Cup is merely in the possession of David Long.
Yes.
He did not win it. The actual current winner and current holder of the Enjoy Cup is Lee Moriarty. He won it. Now we are going to move on here. This is the Enjoy Cup tournament. It's a tag version. Again, just showing the versatility here at Enjoy Wrestling.
And to your point, Lee Moriarty could be the Enjoy champion.
Correct.
Next week, because he, Trish Adora, and champion MV Young enter a 3-way matchup. That'll be our main event on our broadcast next week. And I can't wait to see those 3 decorated athletes tangle for the first time in that type of environment.
And we're starting up with a vicious lockup here. Eel O'Neal and Ziggy Haim.
Well, and Ziggy Haim calls herself the final girl, and that's kind of an iteration to, you see in many of the, let's say, types of movies Derrick enjoys. There's always a body count. There's always a kill list. There's always that one final girl that outlasts all the others. That's Ziggy Haim, because she has no fear. She has a very high pain threshold, and she will put herself in any situation possible. Getting thrown like a projectile, used as a weapon, it doesn't matter if it means victory and ultimate success.
Oh. Ziggy threw the legs and went for something of a tackle, but Eel not moving. Ziggy trying again.
What about that primitive scream, that howl from Ziggy as she comes in contact?
Whoa! Got scooped up.
Well.
Ziggy fighting at the back into a sleeper.
Eel certainly has a size advantage, but Ziggy is scrappy. Ziggy is tenacious. Ziggy's like a pit bull that just won't let go. And that takedown may be a difference maker. Eel O'Neal has studied mat work and the technical aspect of our sport. He's studied for a time under, personally, my favorite technical wrestler today, Veda, Jonathan Gresham. And there you see an example of one of the things he's learned, tying Ziggy into a ball. Ziggy essentially has Ziggy in a hold right now, and she can't figure it out to break herself free. She's in a knot.
And Eel a little jog here.
And Ziggy none the wiser. A sitting duck with a low drop kick.
And Ziggy making it to the corner. Unfortunately for her, it's not the right corner if she's looking for a tag. Oh! And pulls Eel O'Neill by the tights. Dillinger legal. And Jordan Blade tags herself in as well.
And Derrick wasted no time. But Jordan Blade knows how to bring the physicality, has a great striking game, a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, an athlete since the age of 6. And someone who also has a gold medal in a powerlifting competition in Virginia in 2017. Jordan Blade is an athlete through and through.
Firing off some forearms to the side of Derrick Dillinger's face. Oh, but just got caught.
With that full Nelson bomb, we got caught. And
there's that powerlifting gold medal might be coming into play tonight. Oh, went for a bubble bomb, but got sent over. And now Blade, Samoan drop.
And only a count of 1. Blade not just want to win this thing to benefit the team, but also to represent. Blade grew up feeling like she didn't belong and has worked tirelessly her whole life to carve out that spot, that niche. And it's worked in a big way as Eel O'Neill gets a count of 2. You know, the Kings of the District name refers to their beginnings in pro wrestling. Washington, D.C. area. Tough part to break out of if you're a competitor, but these two certainly were the exceptions to the rule, and it's clear to see why.
Oh! Dillinger tossing O'Neill to the outside, but... Oh, and now O'Neill!
Oh, ouch!
He hit that post hard. Went flying into the front row.
And that post is not rounded, it's got edges on it. That'll just dig into your flesh if you hit it the wrong way. And Eel O'Neill found that out. I don't think Derrick Dillinger's been happy about how his cinematic masterpiece has gone so far tonight. So I guess maybe that was Derrick's version of a retake.
And now Eel has been isolated on the opposite side of the ring from his partner, dropped on the apron.
Eel in a bad way. You can see the body of Eel jolt as he hit the edge of that ring frame, and now springs in with a senton. Derrick proud of himself, but you got to get the cover, pal. You haven't won anything yet. 2 count only. The Neon Tarantino, as he calls himself.
Now just grinding down on Eel.
Derrick is such a disgusting, deplorable individual. He will say and do anything if it's for what he would consider his art, his film, his story that he wants to tell, which is certainly the story of the production, capturing the Enjoy Cup.
And now Dillinger holding on to the arm of Eel O'Neill to keep him in position for that big elbow drop into a pin.
Great elevation that time. I cannot take away the athletic prowess and the gamesmanship of Derrick Dillinger, who is keeping Eel O'Neill deep in production territory. Ziggy back in, mocking Jordan Blade. Yeah, just trying to convince Jordan Blade that she'll have a chance to tag, but pulling Eel O'Neill far away. And all Blade can do is look on as now the tenacious Ziggy Haim goes to work on Eel O'Neill.
Official making the count here, but...
Digging into the eyes. Ziggy's got a following here, but I'll be honest, Veda, Ziggy scares me.
Oh, and Ziggy is distracting our official, and now Jordan Blade inadvertently just made the distraction worse. And now Ziggy with a crossbody into a cover.
2 count only. Eel O'Neill was trapped between the ropes and the running body of Ziggy Haim. Nowhere for Eel to go. He had to absorb all of that impact. And there you see Ziggy once again, smart tag team wrestling. Back to the corner, doesn't let go of Elo Neal to bring back in the director, Derrick Dillinger. Can you imagine the propaganda that's going to come out from this camp if they win that Enjoy Cup? That's distasteful. Biting the finger.
Yeah, and Jordan Blade.
Derrick is repulsive and classless, and he likes it that way.
Official thought Derrick was going for a cover, and he didn't even. He just pulled O'Neal back up to deliver more damage, and O'Neal, meanwhile, was going for the enziguri, and Dillinger just stepped out of the way.
O'Neal's got a lot of fight left. Oh, man!
A wheelbarrow suplex into the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah, the very first thing to make contact was the head of O'Neal. And they're like a whirling dervish.
And then this is just classic production. Ziggy Haim uses a projectile.
And into the cover.
This has to be it. What? I thought Elo O'Neal was done after that suplex. And Ziggy Haim tried again, but still just a 2 count.
And on the receiving end is Elo O'Neal. And Eel responds in kind, but Ziggy doesn't move. Headbutt to the sternum by Elo O'Neal. Ziggy charges. And Elo O'Neal with some production offense used against them. Ziggy winds up on the bottom of the pile, and Elo O'Neal has a chance to find Jordan Blade.
There's the tag.
And Blade, nice drop step into the half and half suplex. Derrick, inflammatory comments, ripcord. And there's that physicality of Jordan Blade.
Just chunking Derrick. And Derrick Dillinger flopping around like a fish. I don't think he knows where he is. He's getting himself up in the corner.
Blade has truly found her home. Growing up a queer black female, not feeling she had any representation on television in pro wrestling, Jordan Blade now represents an entire movement of badasses ready to succeed in their own way, however they see fit. And that includes the Enjoy Cup for Jordan Blade, who is explosive with offense.
And now a big cannonball to Derrick Dillinger. Blade, Saito suplex.
Offensive flurry.
And now Elo O'Neal getting tagged back in here. He must feel confident if he's ready to go back in. He's got the leg of Derrick Dillinger caught in a half crab. And Dillinger's scrambling for the ropes.
Well, Ziggy just neutralized Jordan Blade. I believe she may have went for the throat. And now, with Derrick in the ropes, check this out.
Ziggy.
He's got body control to twist and contort Eel across those ropes.
Yeah, it's a tarantula-like submission, but
Jordan's got the ankle lock.
And Eel still has hold of Dillinger's ankle.
None of that is legal as a submission. There's a rope break needed by 5, but Ziggy and Jordan as well did a lot of damage. This is where it gets really dangerous. Spills to the outside. Blade tastes that ring post courtesy of the final girl. And the production, a makeshift production meeting in the ring.
Oh, Ziggy Haim going up top again. Coming down hard, but Kings of the District,
they caught her. That doesn't happen very often.
Oh, and they just planted Ziggy Haim on the apron.
That's a chance you take when you use your partners in offensive weapon.
Cannonball senton off the apron.
And Derrick's a big guy. He's got a lot of mass. And a connected flush with the Kings of the District. And whether you like Derrick or you hate him, this crowd appreciates what Derrick Dillinger's pulling out.
Oh!
Double team, the back suplex, and Blade came in with a neck breaker. Not sure how much she got.
Oh!
Ziggy gonna make sure.
Code breaker by Haim. But Jordan Blade is right there. I don't think she sees Derrick Dillinger just floored her with that punch.
Match is completely broken down. Derrick once again looking to use Ziggy as an offensive arsenal.
Oh, into the splash!
Double stack pin, and the production's moving on.
Your winner, the production.
The production pulling out the win. Two established tag teams just went to war. And it's the production who have staked a claim that much closer to the Enjoy Cup.
Yeah, the first time we have seen Derrick and Ziggy as a traditional tag team here in Enjoy Wrestling. That arsenal, that chemistry, that cohesion, different than any other tag team. Ziggy Haim is absolutely fearless, and Derrick Dillinger has no conscience. And together, they double team their opposition and advance on.
So now, Joe, we know the finals of the Enjoy Cup Tag Team Tournament is going to be happening in 2 weeks. It's a 4-way elimination match. The Runway, Violence is Forever, the Ephemeral Babes, and now we know the production. They're going to be taking each other on for a chance at the cup. I'm actually working right now, Derrick. Thank you so much. I'm actually working right now. But next week, Joe, next week, it's a 3-way match for the Enjoy title. MB Young defends against Trish Adora and Lee Moriarty, and not Derrick Dillinger. He is not in that match. No, he will not be here next week. Thank you.
And what's going to happen with David Lawless and Mr. Grimm? There's a lot of questions there.
I tried to forget about that. Thank you.
We'll answer that next week as well.